DreAllDay.com.
Please hit those hearts. You know we love the hearts. I'm trying to get to 100,000. I think I'm at 70 something as far as the hearts overall in all my streams, all my scopes, or whatever they call these. So we're trying to get to 100,000. Please keep hitting those hearts. Today we're going to talk about vision. We're going to talk about self-discipline and how those two work together. Because a lot of people don't like to talk about discipline, but I think everybody likes to talk about vision. K. Kamoski, what's going on? B. Phenom, Phenomenal 21. Ivan Kopich, what's going on? I see y'all coming in. Yeah, I know you called me apps, and then you got Dre. I understand the predictive text on the phone. I know how it is. What's going on, everybody? This is Dre Baldwin. For those of you who don't know me, my website's called DreAllDay.com. My brand is called Work on Your Game. That's what that WOYG stands for. We about to talk about discipline and vision. And again, discipline is a dirty word for a lot of people. Solutions Turk, what's going on? Discipline is a dirty word for a lot of people, but vision, I think everybody likes vision. Harlem Joe, what's up? Raider Nation Raw, what's going on? Please keep those hearts coming today, same way y'all did yesterday. Grayson, what's going on? Be Phenomenal, what's going on? I'm glad you like this topic. So, Donut Mandan, what's up? Harlem Joe, what's going on? Francesco, when will this be on YouTube? Probably in a couple weeks. Probably it's like a 2-3 week lag time between me doing the scope and it coming out on YouTube, because I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline on YouTube. So I got over 4,000 videos on YouTube. So sometimes it's a little bit of a delay. But all these topics that I talk about, y'all, for those of you who don't know, I do it on Periscope. I put it on YouTube, and I also write about it on my website, DreAllDay.com. Ain't gonna be 2 hours a day, guaranteed, because I got places to be and things to do today. This ain't gonna be 2 hours. But what we are gonna talk about today is discipline and vision. So let's get right into the topic. Please keep hitting those hearts. Everybody who's hitting the hearts, I appreciate you. I like the variety there. It looks like fall. It looks like a fall day because the leaves is all different colors. That's the way I like it. So anyway, when we talk about discipline and vision, discipline is doing the things that you don't really want to do, even though you know that you need to do them. And I know everybody already understands that. And a lot of people don't like to be disciplined. If you don't have discipline, you don't want to hear somebody talking about discipline because you ain't got it. You know, you already know what you need to do. You ain't doing it. And the thing that I like to tell people is that is actually something I was thinking about today when I was reading something more online, is that when you have the proper vision, it's not hard to be disciplined. So let's think about an example. If you have a vision, let's say you have a vision. Oh, yes, Grayson, thank you for sharing. Swipe to the right, y'all. Go to your Twitter feeds. Let people know. Share this on your Twitter, on your Facebook. Tell the person sitting next to you. Go get on the Periscope app. Watch Dre All Day. We about to talk about discipline and vision. When you have the compelling vision of where it is that you want to go, it's not hard to be disciplined to get to where you want to go. So if you, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds, but going to the gym every day is hard work. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Solo Kenny, what's going on? Just came in. Please keep hitting those hearts, everybody. Let's say you want to lose 30 pounds, but going to the gym is a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass, because if it wasn't a pain in the ass, you wouldn't need to lose 30 pounds. And Donut Maiden said, do I know Brandon Carter? Yeah, I did a video with Big Brandon Carter in 2013. So yeah, that's my dude. I know Big Brandon Carter. Kamoski, thank you for sharing. Solutions, thank you for sharing. So again, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds, but it's a pain in the ass for you to go to the gym. You hate going to the gym. You hate treadmills. You hate your personal trainer. You hate being in there seeing all these in-shape people, and you know you're the one person who's out of shape, and you think everybody in the gym is noticing you being the one person who's not in shape, or the one person who's fat. Let's just call it what it is. You hate going to the gym. But you got a compelling vision of where you want to be. Somehow, some way, you're going to figure out how to get there. Basically, the vision is the thing that will motivate you. When I was yesterday I was talking about my basketball journey when I first started out. When I first started playing, I got cut from the high school basketball team 1, 2, 3 times in a row. The third time that I got cut, I almost quit basketball. Some of you who read my book might have read about this. My book, Buy a Game, you can get for free on my website, DreAllDay.com/list, LIST. But I almost quit basketball after the third time I got cut from that team, because I'm like, this is the only vision that I had, was me being a basketball player. So for a week, I was trying to reconstruct myself mentally, like, hey, what else can I do in my life? What else can I be? Maybe I could be a writer. Maybe I could be a businessman. Maybe I could be a rapper. I didn't know what I was going to be, and I had never rapped in my life. So I'm like, what am I going to be? Since this basketball thing obviously is not working out. Devil Cry, what's going on? Just joined. This basketball thing obviously ain't going to happen. What else can I be? I spent the week trying to figure it out. I could not come up with another vision. I've always been good at envisioning things in my head. I've always been a good visual. I'm able to create visions in my mind and see where I want to be, and that's really always been my motivation forever. As long as I've been able to do it, as long as I can remember, I've always been that type of thinker. So when I had that setback, third year in a row, I got cut from the basketball team. For like a week, I was just walking around in a funk because the vision that I had of me being a basketball player, the vision wasn't jiving with reality anymore. It just wasn't working. I'm like, damn, I tried out 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. And the thing is, each progressive year, I did worse at tryouts. So when I was in 9th grade, I actually made a couple shots, but I knew I wasn't going to make the team because I was scared to death even though I made a couple shots. My sophomore year, I was kind of neutral. I didn't really do much. I was just there, and I knew I wasn't going to make it my sophomore year. My junior year, I was excited. I was like, I'm going to make the team now. I can finally dunk. I'm about to make this basketball team. I know it. And I had my worst tryout ever. Manson, this was going on. Please keep tapping, Raider Nation Raw. That's when you develop the strength, is when you get disciplined to do it even when you don't feel like it. That's what we're talking about here. So your fingers hurt from tapping yesterday. Please keep tapping. I appreciate you for giving me all those hearts. Now, the thing is here, even though the reality of what was going on in my life did not jive with my vision, I couldn't make it happen. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'll make the basketball team. I only got one more year to try out for the team. This is just not going to work for me. It's just not going to work. So I spent the week trying to come up with a new vision for what Dre Baldwin can be in life. And you know what happened during that entire week? I was just drawing a blank. I could not see anything other than that vision I had been holding for the last 3, 4, 5 years, however much time it had been since I started playing basketball, or since I got the idea that maybe I could play basketball for a living in some capacity. I couldn't come up with any other vision. So what I did was try again. I tried out for a local basketball team. I made that team. So when I was a junior in high school, I played for some local rec team. I did pretty good on that team, actually. I was one of the leaders, one of the top producers on that team. And then the next year I tried out for the team in high school. I finally made the team. And, you know, as they say, the rest is history. It was a lot of ups and downs in between then and now, what you're looking at right now. But the rest is history. I actually made it happen. I got that vision back. So the thing is this. Wherever you at, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you got to have a lot of times, actually, let me go back. A lot of times you ever run into somebody who is, I'm always play ball, Rob Will. Look me up on YouTube right now. I'm playing ball every day. But here's the thing. You ever run into somebody who's just not motivated at all, or you ever have a time where you're just not motivated? Like, you know what you got to do. Like, you're doing the things that you got to do, but you're not really motivated. You don't really have that high level of energy. Like, if you go to the gym every day, you got some days where you're super energized because you read something, or somebody said something, or you heard something, or you got something exciting going on in your life. But there's other days you go to the gym, like, you still go because it's your thing to do. It's like part of your routine. But you don't really have that high level of energy, and you know in the back of your head, you might not tell nobody, you might not write it down, you won't broadcast it to the world, but you're like, damn, I didn't really bring it today. I really didn't have that energy today. Any of y'all know what I'm talking about? And that might not be the gym. It could be your job. It could be in your relationship. It could be in your business. All y'all know what I'm talking about. It happens to me. I'll admit. I have days like that where I'm like, man, I just didn't really bring it the way I really wanted to bring it today. Yeah, so obviously all of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And it happens to us all the time. And the reason that it happens to us on those certain days is because we don't have that strong vision in our head. And sometimes you might have a great vision today. Like on Monday, you might see something that's an amazing vision. And they got that vision or that picture or that idea got you motivated. And it pushes you through a workout and you're like, damn, where'd that energy come from? That was one of my best workouts in weeks or in months. Or that was one of the best days in business I've had in years. And then the next day, you try to use that exact same idea, that exact same picture, those exact same words, that exact same quote, and it just doesn't do it for you because it kind of wears off. And you know what they say about motivation? It's like taking a shower. It doesn't last. So you got to do it every single day. So your job, if you want to motivate yourself, is you got to come up with a vision. You got to come up with an idea. You got to come up with something that's going to motivate you, that's going to force you to stick to your disciplines at the highest level you possibly can every single day. So it can't be a one-time thing. Like somebody might I might say something that really motivates you right now, and you have a great next 24 hours. But 24 hours from now, that exact same thing, you repeat it in your head so much your mind gets used to it. And you know what they say about when you get used to something, you start to not respect it as much. I don't care what it is, whether it be a girlfriend, whether it be a business, whether it be some great situation that you got going on in whatever part of your life it is. Anything that you get used to, eventually you're not going to respect it as much. You come to value it a little bit less subconsciously, even though you're not trying to. That's just the way that human beings work. They say familiarity breeds contempt. That's the phrase that I'm looking for. The more you get comfortable with anything, So let's say, because I hear basketball players, they like, yo, Dre, it'd be great if I had an indoor gym to work out in every day like you do. And then you give them an indoor gym and they feel great for a few weeks. Then about a month or 2 months or 6 months or a year into it, they start to take that gym for granted. You start showing up to the gym just a little bit later. You start working out just a little bit harder. And then you forget the person who was that guy who was, damn, I wish I just had an indoor gym for one day, what I would do with it. And that's the exact same thing when we talk about discipline. You want to be... Most of the time when people come to me about discipline, they're like, well, Dre, I already know everything that I need to do. I was talking to someone the other day. She was like, Dre, I already know everything I need to do. I started giving her some basics about being disciplined. She was like, yeah, I already did that. I already wrote it down. I already went through this already. I already know all the stuff I need to do. The problem is I'm just not doing it. The reason is she doesn't have a compelling vision for where she wants to be. I started talking to her about having a vision for where she wants to be. And she was like, yeah, I already wrote that down. I already got my vision for where I want to be. I said, well, the problem is the vision is not compelling enough. Either the vision is not compelling enough or the penalty for you not doing it is not strong enough. So you kind of stuck in no man's land. And that's where most people live their entire lives. Most people live their entire lives in no man's land, which means all right, how do I explain this? No man's land is this space in between here. So this is the penalty for not doing what you want to do, and this is the success in everything that you want. So most people are here in the middle. So the success is you either have such a strong reason why you want to do what you want to do, a strong why or a compelling vision or a strong motivation, whatever way you want to communicate it in words, it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. If your why is really strong, you're going to be super disciplined and super motivated to do your thing, whatever your thing is, every single day. Or if the penalty for not doing it is strong enough, it's going to push you away from this negative outcome. It's going to push you towards doing whatever your thing is. But the thing is, most people live here in the middle. And you ever seen a bell curve where it's like a small amount here, then everybody's here in the middle, and then there's a small amount at the top. So there's a few at the bottom, a few at the top, and everybody else is smushed into the middle. Most people, as we talked about averageness that we talked about the last couple times I've been on the scope, most people live their entire lives, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 years, all here in the middle, which means they don't have a compelling enough vision to push them to do what they really want to do with the real level of energy that they really would need to do it to be outstanding, kind of as Tony Robbins talked about. And the penalties for living that averageness, for staying in that middle part, that no man's land, are not strong enough to move them out of it to start doing their thing. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they go their whole lives through that. They like, oh, let me listen to another Tony Robbins tape. Let me find another motivational YouTube video. Let me read another book. Hey, let me get on Periscope and see what Dre got to say. Let me see if that can motivate me for the next 2 days. And then it goes up for a little bit and then it comes right back down. So everybody out here who's watching this video, you got to come up with a compelling vision of what it is that you want in life. And it usually has to be something stronger than what you're doing right now. Whatever your vision is right now, it's going to have to get stronger every day, because let's say that you're operating at a level 85 when it comes to energy. You're 85 right now. Whatever your vision is, you're operating at an 85 and you want to get up to an 86. So whatever it takes today to get you up to an 86, you do it. Now tomorrow you're an 86. So the thing that got you to an 86 is not going to be strong enough tomorrow. You need something new that's going to get you to an 87. And then once you get an 87, whatever got you to an 87 is not good enough anymore. Now you need something new to get you to an 88. So you got to renew this vision. You got to renew this discipline every single day. It's not a one-time thing. Every day you got to come up with something new. So what does that mean? How do you do that? And people ask me, how do you find things that motivate you? Listen, you got to keep track of this stuff. So if you see a tweet that motivates you, save it somewhere. Create a folder, a vision board. If you want to make a vision board, make a folder on your computer. Keep a note in your phone. Something that's just for you. This is not something you share with anybody else. You don't have to tell nobody else that it even exists. But you need to come up with this compelling vision folder. A folder, a group, a board, a book, audio tape, whatever it is that's just personally for you, that every single day you can find something that motivates you, because what worked for you yesterday is not necessarily going to work for you today, and what's working for you in 2015 in October might not be the thing that's going to work for you in 2016 in January, because your mind's going to get used to it. Now you got to give it something new. So you always got to renew that energy and give yourself something new that forces you to be disciplined enough to get to where you want to go, and motivates you, and there's a compelling enough vision that you're like, damn, that's the thing today. That's going to motivate me today. Because any of you know, like, you ever go and somebody says something to you to get you angry, and then you go out and you just bust your ass the next day, whether it be at your work, at your job, at your business, and your basketball game, and you just killing it. But then 3 weeks later, you think about that thing that got you mad, and you don't really get as mad anymore. You can't even get mad about it no more because your mind has turned it over, and you have turned it over in your mind so many times that your mind got used to it. It doesn't create that spark anymore the way that it did the first time. That's the exact same thing with motivation. So it can't just be, oh, I got this why, this one thing is motivating me. You need something new to motivate you, then you need something else to motivate you, then you need something else to motivate you. So any of y'all got questions, I'm going to take questions in this scope. We might do another one if somebody gives me a good question I need to do a whole scope about. But I do got some other things I need to do today. So anybody got questions, go ahead and leave them now. Please keep hitting those hearts. They look like the fall leaves. It's beautiful. You know, they don't really have fall leaves down here in South Florida. So this is my way to see autumn, by seeing you guys hit those hearts. I see the yellow and brown leaves, the blue leaves, the green leaves. Beautiful. Spike Fryer, what's going on? We just came in. Please, y'all, swipe to the right. Hit that share button. Let people know that we going in here on Periscope. This is DreAllDay TV, Working Your Game TV. Raider Nation Raw asked me, how long do I stretch before a game? Then people come with these completely unrelated questions. I don't stretch before a game. I do a dynamic warm-up. I got a video about that on YouTube. Any questions anybody can ask me about basketball, I guarantee has already been answered on YouTube. So I'm just going to refer you there. He says, search DreAllDay. I can find you on YouTube playing ball. Search Dre Baldwin, DreBaldwin. Search Dre Baldwin. I got 4,000 plus videos on YouTube. You can't not find me on YouTube playing ball. All right, so if you look up somebody playing basketball on YouTube, you can't not find me. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. I might come back with another scope right after this. I might not. We'll see. Y'all already found me on Twitter and on Periscope, so you'll see when I come live. If you miss it, then you'll get it within 24 hours, and also on YouTube. Most points ever scored in the game, I scored 60 points in a rec league game. All right, y'all, I'm going to end this one. Oh, and Donut Maiden said, what's the best success strategy you have learned? Man, there's a lot of success strategies. This is one of them right here. I'm giving you one of them right now. If you missed this, then watch this whole scope from the beginning. So we're going to wrap this one up. I might come back with another one after this. Y'all stay tuned. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your game.